also doing the same thing. He does exactly the same thing as we all do. We're just going to move into the map now as we do see the splits coming out for both teams. We do see Blue moving over to Red's side at the moment with the Mesmer and the Warrior. Not sure what they're going for exactly here at the moment, mate. Probably just a bit of a crossover, try and interrupt that mine cap.
Looks like Misha just put a portal at beach and went for far here, fighting the engineer. Getting the Warrior to help him, but they full kept the points, so that's they have to port. Yeah, they ported out just in time. He got killed there. Square's getting him up though, thanks to the portal to survive this, and they just ported back to oh nice. They just ported back to mine there to keep the fight going and surprise the engineer there. He's getting focused very hard and he goes down here. We see the thief actually trying to disengage here, and I think he will survive this. Meanwhile at mid, actually the thief getting focused pretty hard, using his shadow refuge to he got knocked out, oh my gosh, and the burning finished him off. And meanwhile at mid we see Milo and the Warrior Karsaib actually fighting at mid.
Oh yeah, Cast is doing a good job trying to stay up as much as he can. He's still got the balance stance ready to pop it if he needs to. He's still got his elite up to try and keep into that fight as well. We do see a 3v3 at the moment. Oh, the Guardian from from Red there, just getting him power off. No one really running those interrupts on him. He's still got all his shouts left, a lot of condition removal. Still got hold the line and giving him regeneration. Also his elite and his heal still up, so he's not going down anytime soon as Red come back into the point. Do see the Mesmers trying to hit on him. They are trying to focus him at the moment. He's potentially not the best person to focus. They are also going for the Warrior. There's a lot of cleave damage going down on Cast at the moment. Oh, he's going to... Oh, he's back up. His health is now on probably about 15% HP. We're just going to be seeing there's a lot of focus going down on Cast at the moment. Oh, Grotch is still getting that empower off. He's not really being CC'd or much at all. Mr. Malo coming in there as well, also getting his empower off. Oh, both teams not really good on the interrupts on the Guardians on both sides at the moment. Do see that Floppy's just gone down over at Henge. Blue have now capped both outer points, and there's a big massive team fight going on. FroG potentially winning it-ish, but not really realising what's going on at the rest of the map.
We actually saw the engineer from Red Team decapping Henge, but Misha came in and just prevented him from full capping it, and he actually managed to kill him with the help of one of his teammates, and Floppy just went for the other side point. That's exactly what I meant. He's just trying to go for the side points, because an engineer in the mid fight just without grenades and the possibility to stay on high ground is pretty hard to play, and it's very hard to survive against double Warrior at mid. So he's doing a very good job here, just trying to hold the point neutral and actually getting it. Oh, he goes down here against Squares. Squares actually running Berserker's Amulet, so I think that's one of the reasons he could actually kill him that fast.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. He can really burst down an engineer. He's got that kind of the vigor and the swiftness spec where he can dodge around and really cause some issues. But like you said, I mean, engineer in a difficult position at the moment. You kind of got to go a little bit more bunker. He was doing the right thing for his spec. He was running around the map getting those side points. You do see currently Cast going for the cap back on Henge, getting their close point back. Blue really steaming ahead now. We see him at 150 free cap versus 20 points on Red against FroG. Not doing too well at the moment.
And meanwhile we see Red Team reinforcing Henge here and actually trying to get mine with Warrior and Engineer. I'm not sure if that's a good idea since Misha is coming in and they can actually win this.
That was a good portal. Here. Oh, that was a good portal back from FroG there. Just getting getting Kyle back into the getting him back rezzed into the fight at mid. And FroG are a very strong, very good team. But there seems to be such a skill difference. There seems to be such a difference between the top teams and the medium skilled kind of more casual teams that are in this competition at the moment. So I mean, I think
very nice. Did you see that, man? Misha just opened his portal so Milo could actually come through and rest Squares here, and they are actually just holding mine here. Meanwhile we see Y-Bob actually getting Henge here for free. Nobody's trying to prevent him because Karsaib is actually killing the boss here, and now they're moving back to Henge. But Y-Bob got the full cap here, so if they reinforce with the Mesmer, which will happen in a second, they have an advantage here. But no, we see Shadronger and Misha coming in here as well. So we see Ybob going down in some seconds, I think, unless he's disengaging. It seems like they let him stay on the point against the Warrior, which is probably not the best idea. But since they only have Mesmer and Thief here, they don't really have it, so they really have to get a bunker here, which is happening in a second. They get Grouchathon to Henge now. And they managed to get Milo down on mine and not a full capped mine, so we see 1 point for Funky Froggy here, and at mid we see Misha against the Warrior, so that's a pretty hard match for Misha here. Arco is running Soldier's Amulet with the standard meta build, so we see Misha against 2 guys now, so that's pretty hard for him. So, but his team has an advantage at Henge now because they're 1 more. Misha is going down at mid off point, so that they can just let him bleed now. And they have a double cap against Shut. That's pretty good job here, man.
Yeah, they will do. They've actually, they've got the 2 cap now on that midpoint. So potential to come back 300 against 81. Oh, nice one. Go for the stealth res on the Guardian. Oh, that was a very nice res. Especially communication is good there. It's easy enough to stealth your allies, but you've got to make sure, of course, if they attack, they will get out of that stealth, and they will be seen and possibly downed. So they just flipped it there. Just getting back res, then going for the down on Shad, popping that stability, and for the rest of the team, that actually came from someone else, as I apologise for that. Building up the might stacks, getting the healing, as we do see Blue trying to come back into the point now. Mine is actually being recapped by Blue.
Yes, we saw Squares actually locking out the engineer of Red Team and just holding him stun-locked outside of the points to get the decap here. Very well played, but since Squares is playing Berserker's Amulet, he has a harder time survive against them than if he would play Soldier's Amulet. He actually goes down here, but we see Shadronger moving to mid, and I don't think the engineer can actually prevent him from decapping it. I'm not sure if he can get the full cap. Floppy actually moving across the map. No, he changed his mind. He's moving to mid. That was an interesting move here, okay. And we see Grouchathon going down at Henge, so this... he got stomped out. Misha is here, and they got the points. So, mid. Engineer is getting on a hard focus, so that's what I meant. He's just against... Oh, Spear Range just... Oh,
not much chance there for him, unfortunately. Just going down. He's getting the res. He's going to get up. Potentially, he's not doing any stunning to him. Oh no, nice knocked back there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
nice.
Good job. Good res.
Way to get the res through. Very well played here. Very well played. Floppy actually trying to disengage here to get his heal off, and we see Arco actually killing Shadronger here and stomping him, and meanwhile mine is ticking for a red team, and Milo is standing on Henge, so I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I think they need him in the mid fight at the moment. Yeah, looks like he's... I'm not sure what Milo is doing here. Looks like he's just holding Illusionary Kahal down. And we see Arco going down here.
Just amazing how the Warriors can just run through a massive shed load of AoE and just speed through. I'm just on squares at the moment and just completely survive at about 2k HP for about 30 seconds of running around, getting some focus on him.
They got him up though.
And he's back up as well. The epic rezzing here from Red. They really... sorry, from Blue. They're actually coming back here. They are 200 points behind, but they're still fighting, still getting in there. Red can possibly send someone over to Henge. They want to try and split up the team because the team fights they are just not winning. Blue have actually recapped mine, have recapped Henge, so they're really powering ahead again. We do see KL coming back as well.
I think Karsa. We actually saw Misha going to mine here to full cap the point and leave a portal there to come back whenever he wants to. So Cahill is in a pretty bad situation here. He can either... Does he have a portal available? Yes, he put a portal down, so that's something you can do. Usually it's a problem if you don't have a Mesmer in your team and the enemy team drops a portal at your point and just leaves, then you really have to decide, do I stay here and wait till he opens the portal and kill him? Meanwhile your team has a disadvantage at mid, or do I just leave the point and let him decap the point whenever he opens the portal to get the point neutral here? we see a boss kill here.
Yeah, they're trying to end it fast now. They're only 15 points away at the moment. It is pretty much set in stone that Blue are going to win here unless we can see some kind of epic match rejig that we saw in the first game that Unit played, where they were losing at 499 and actually came back by about 150 to 200 points in that.
It looks like
not again.
Shot is lagging a bit, because that's what I say in the chat. It seems like they're lagging a bit, but they actually won this, so very well played there, and nice portal plays here from Misha again. Nice, very well played here. Very
good job there. From the team of Monks. I keep wanting to say the wrong team name because they've changed their name, of course, to 55 HP Monks.
Man, let's just call them Shot. Okay, let's just call them Shot.
We can do that as well. Do that. These guys did very, very well in this match. We do have another one. We've got Legacy of the FroG coming up for you guys now. We're still not seeing a Kylo actually popping up as of yet, so it will be very interesting. Maybe FroG can come back and try and pull a 1-1 against 55. We will see very, very shortly as the teams are coming back into this. I'm just going to pop my cam back on for 2 seconds as we try and get this match sorted out for you fellas. Not bad. It's weird because I keep talking to this little rat thing that's on the, on the right side of my screen, and he's just looking forward, completely ignoring me. A couple of little bats just chilling out in the distance, I mean, just ignoring me. But you're talking to me and you're here. Of
course. No, sense optics, okay.
But I mean, they were so strong, and the two semi-finals. We saw a lot more close matches in the first round than the actual semi-finals.
Indeed.
Unfortunately,
I think it's pretty hard. Like most of the teams, like Cheesemod or Shot, were facing in the last rounds, were actually quite new. That just created a team which is quite new, so they have a really hard time to fight the top teams here. But now we see the second match here, and maybe they can do better. We'll see. And I think Fall Fire is a very awesome map. So for those of you guys who don't know, there is a secondary objective on every map, and on this map we have the Lords, which you can usually see in the bases of each team. If you kill that Lord, you get 150 points for your team. So if you're 150 points behind the enemy team and you need those points to win, you can just Lord Rush. For example, with a portal from the Mesmer, you can just open the portal and send your whole team from mid to their Lord to kill it. So we can see a very nice place there, because both teams have a Mesmer, so that's something I'm really looking forward to. And I think this time Misha will Lord Rush, because we see a lot of good teams rush Lord, even though they can win otherwise because they want to end the match faster or they want to play it safe. Sometimes you can just play it safe by holding points on this map, but if you think you might lose some of the points because you lost a bigger team fight, then you might just go for the Lord rush and put all your guys through the portal to kill the Lord. Then again, the Lord has the ability to heal himself a quite huge amount of HP, so if you interrupt this heal, you are most likely to kill the Lord afterwards, so make sure to keep that in mind as well. So, the match is starting in some seconds, guys, so...
Yeah, we're just telling the guys that we're ready for them to actually get started. These guys are all waiting for us to stream so we can get this match out to you guys, so we're catching all the action and trying not to pop in too late to these matches. So we appreciate them being very, very patient here. We also appreciate your guys' patience. As a reward, we will be doing a gem giveaway after this stream, as we have been very, very close to 200, so I'm feeling very generous. We're going to hand out another gem giveaway after this stream, and if we hit 250 viewers for the final, we will be giving out a final gem code for that as well. So that would be 4 gem codes in total going out for you guys in appreciation for you tonight turning up and pressing that follow button, and also supporting ESL and myself and Sense in this stream, and supporting Guild Wars 2 structured PvP. We are doing extremely well here with our teams. We're going to see them hit in the mid right now, and we're just going to watch these splits. We do see a lot of blue going down to Quarry at the moment.
Looks like Cahill is actually pushing to Waterfall here. Not sure what he's trying to do. I think he will leave a portal. Oh, he's trying to hold it neutral here. You should check it out, man. He's just standing... Nice, man. Look how he's... Nice, man. And meanwhile we see at Quarry we see a portal play here where Misha just switched his team to far, I think. And he's destroying the warrior with Shadronger here. And yeah, the conditions, man, the conditions.
Yeah,
Spear Ranger is just amazing for condition damage. Looks like Illusionary Cahill dropped the portal on far and is now leaving to mid so he can come back whenever he wants to. And we still see the Guardian duel here on Quarry, so this will take a while, I think.
Yeah, I think I might leave Quarry there alone, just watching the mid. As you see Misha just popping that portal now, getting through, not Misha, sorry, so actually someone else from Red who just bailed out from there. It was actually Cal. He just actually, he did go down. He's going to get a res. Cast is actually still on the point, but the engineer's going to just jump up. He's going to try and get res there. We do see Shad coming in, the Spirit Ranger. He's just got a stealth. He did do a bit of DPS there as he was stealth, so he's going to get down. Oh, he's just ported away. They're not sure they're aware, but he's just getting cleaved out there, unfortunately. Yeah. Floppy, because he's going for that res and it is a little bit squishy. He's going to just get cleaved down as they were just cleaving off the main target there onto Floppy. And he's going to go down there. Just see another guy, another one of Red coming in there. He's getting a lot of damage on here. Blue putting down some extreme focus on the targets and really supporting. He's running away as far as he can to mid, maybe even getting a decast as he goes down.
No, he goes on there, but looks like Shad is doing a very good job here. Now they're 2v1ing, actually 2v2ing here on Quarry. So this will actually take a while as well, since we have both Guardians here. Mid is free cap actually. They let mid free cap, yes, they're doing like the same thing like Cheesemode does all the time. They let one player stay between close and mid and they just focus on the other point to hold it neutral, to hold the enemy team there, because that's the only way they can get a lot of points now. If they actually manage to full cap this point, which will not happen I think, they can just get such a huge lead now. And if one of the red players just leaves the point, Shad will see this and they will just react to this and they will send their Spear Ranger to a different point.
Oh,
looks like Misha opened the portal from mid and yeah, he opened the portal from mid and the Spear Ranger came through.
Grotch is just gonna get the res. Oh,
Misha just died here.
Oh no, two more on the point now, getting down. Oh, Grotch just got down there.
Illusionary Cahill, maybe he will get a decap.
Floppy's going to go down here as well on the point, just cleaving him out, and Arco going down there. Oh, a complete wipe of Red there. There's a cap back Quarry. Red not actually getting even one kill off at the moment, as we see it's 200 points for Blue of the team of 55.
Killing wipe up here. He actually got the decap by porting on Waterfall here, but I don't think that will help his team that much. You know, we see a fight at mid. Let's check the camera angles here. Yes, we see Illusionary Cahill just getting stomped out here. So a huge lead for team 55 HP Monks here, and they're just 2v1ing Mr. Milo here, but Kalsab is coming in so they can just outbunker him. And then, yeah, they're reinforcing again. This time Misha stays between mid and close and they send their Spear Ranger to the point so they can just outbunker the enemy team there again. So Misha will try. Misha and Cahill, this will be a duel I think. Yes, we see Misha dueling Cahill here. Oh nice. Oh, and actually Vibop is there as well. So they're sending the Spear Ranger back to mid to reinforce and help Misha here, since he's getting 2v1 against Thief and Messman, which is pretty hard to win or to survive. So I think he will port up in a second and stealth himself, so he can get away from this situation.
He's got nice avoidance with the staff, as obviously as you know, the 2 skill and some a lot of defense that he can do, pulling off his chaos armor as well and getting that AOE off that they do not. If he pops it on himself, he's going to get some boons and they're not going to try and melee him or anything because they're just going to screw themselves over. So he's got some nice defense there. He's got the great sword.
He actually goes down there. But we see Vibop actually decapping Waterfall, so they might get some points. They actually have 5 points from a stomp here.
it's nice to see them not giving up. They're still coming out of the base, and they still want to get some points and show that they really, really want to be here and beat. White Bob's going to get the cap. There we go. We got a cap for the red team at the moment.
Squares is down as well, and Grouch looks like he's safe stomping Squares. Yes, he got the stomp. Arco is rallying here, and so they have the advantage in numbers here at Kvari. But mid looks like Grouch is jumping to mid. No, Misha just got the information from his team and just used the bottle to come back. Very well played here.
So the communication in blue team is just epic. They just know exactly what's going on the map. That's communication across the map of what's going on. Guardians coming to mid. So Misha, like you said, ports back to mid. Make sure the Guardian's not going to get that decap. Guardian just runs through. They kind of ignore each other, and he just runs over to Waterfall to see what he can do there, because he's trying to support the only point that they're potentially going to get, either Quarry or Waterfall. He might have been able to just stay on mid. Just if it was 1v1 versus a Mesmer, I mean, you're gonna put your money on the Guardian, just because he can outlast the Mesmer. Unfortunately, the survivability of the Mesmer is quite low, but depending on who's playing it, of course. I had to be careful there, get myself into some trouble with my co-caster. But you see, they're doing quite well now on Quarry. Red they've basically just got outcast there, and they are 3 versus 2 fight at the moment there. So Arco is doing the sensible thing, moving away off point to mid, as it was 3 versus 1 now against Mr. Mylan, the Guardian. He's gonna go.
Almost got the decap at mid. Pretty close here, like some ticks, and the red team would have gotten the decap at mid because the Mesmer parted back. But looks like he's getting focused by Misha and the Spear Ranger Rungar here, and he goes down. Misha leaves the portal there, so he can always come back whenever he wants to. So mid looks
Warrior versus Warrior. Right. Oh, Thief getting in on the action as well. It looks like Arco. Wow! That damage. Oh my god! It just jumped. Oh, the engineer just jumping on there, popping his elite, trying to get some stuns off, trying to potentially make that down a fail, but it didn't happen there, unfortunately, as well. Trying to get some healing back up. The Warrior dropping down to about 400 HP now, as we see we're on Squares. He's going to try and get down.
They got the stun, but still the point is ticking for blue team for shots. So
are about to pick up
and they're getting Quarry. So this is the game. GG guys, very well played there. On top of the communication, so we will see Cheese Mod versus Shot in the finals, and that's something we have seen before. And man, this is going to be exciting, man. Really exciting.
It's going to be a really good match, because we've seen Cheese Mode against what am I going to call him? Shout. Who gets carried hard? 55 Monks. This is all the same team, guys. A couple of different changes potentially at different points in time that this team has been around, but Cheese Mode been solidly together. Cheese Mode really do have the edge in terms of wins. I mean, first week we saw Who Gets Carried Hard, which is the team 55 did win against Plastic Fantastic in the final in the first week. They did win the second week as well. Cheese Mode did indeed win against 55 in the third week. Fourth week it was 55 Monks who won again. Cheese Mode weren't actually playing in that tournament, and then week 5, as we know, Cheese Mode also won that. So it's really it's a free wins at the moment for 55 Monks, 2 to Cheese Mode, probably more so because they weren't actually here for a tournament as well. So we might have seen a 3-2. We might have been different ways, but I don't know. How do you think this is going to go in this final?
I can't really say. It's because Shot is playing Mesmer instead of Thief. So in my opinion, Thief is kind of the hard counter to Mesmer. So, but then again, Shot has a portal, so they can move fast on the map. So
yeah,
I'm
that's
quite curious.
True.
I think it comes down to how Misha uses portal. I think that's like the deciding factor in the end.
I think that portal plays are going to be very, very, very important for these teams. It's good to see. It's good to see Mesmers and other classes that are not necessarily very popular at the moment being used and being used very, very well. proving that you just need to be focused and need to get in that practice to actually use the class to its full potential. Of course, we could see some changes come in, which is going to make these classes potentially stronger.
And I think Mesmer is actually coming back to the meta, since Necros are getting pushed back from Warriors, and Mesmer is pretty good against any physical damage, and Warriors have a lot of stuns, and Mesmer has a lot of ports. So I would not say that Mesmer is actually too weak. In my opinion, it's a little bit harder to play than before, but still the portal is just such a nice thing to have in the team, as well as the Illusion of Life and the Mass Invisibility, which is another safe res beside Shadow Refuge. So I wouldn't say that Mesmer is a little bit too weak at the moment. I think it's a pretty good spot.